Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today we have a new bundle of interest to game developers, and this is the Mighty 2D Game Dev Assets Bundle, and this one is not a Humble, no, this is a Fanatical bundle, and there's actually some definite advantages to Fanatical. First off, the bundles last quite a bit longer, and they also tend to be quite a bit cheaper. This entire bundle, to get every single product, you're looking at $15 US, and what we're looking at today is a number of 2D game development assets. It's come from the Game Dev Marketplace. You've probably seen them in the past. We're going to take a look at their license and the license that these are released under in just a few minutes, but let's go take a look at it. Now, I'm VPN'd into the US so you can see American pricing, and you can see here you've got three tiers. You got a tier 1, you get 5 products for $1. You go up to tier 2, you get 16 products. That's 11 new products plus the 5 here, and then ditto right here. You get 15 additional products in addition to the 16 that are included in the other tiers. So for $15 total, you can get 31 products. For $10, you can get 16 products, or for $1, you get 5 products. And those could take a look at the $1 tier. And for $1, you're getting the Sprite Sheet Animation Pack, the Casual Game Interface Pack, the Chest and Keys Pack, the 10 Game Backgrounds Pack, the Character Sprite Sheets 3 Pack. By the way, any of these that you're interested in, you can click it and it brings you down here for the details of it. So if you want to go through the entire package, you can do so basically using the arrows here. So they're in order. The first 5 here are the $1 tier. So you can also see the details of what formats it in. The nice thing here is you're getting the SVG or scalable vector graphics versions or the Adobe Illustrator version. So if it's a vector-based graphic version, you can come in and actually make some edits to them, which is definitely nice, especially for vector style graphics. So we'll take a look at a few of these graphics, by the way. And again, these are all coming from the Game Dev Market. So there we go. That was the first tier for $1. If you go up to the second tier, you get the $10 tier. Here you're getting the Character Sprite Sheet 7. I need to mouse over to get the name of here. Items. Well, that's a good name. The Items Pack. You get the Mega Projectile Pack, the Explosives Pack, the Animated 2D Zombie Pack, Tropical Plants Pack, a Game GUI Pack. So if you're needing to make user interfaces, you got that covered again. The Mushroom Monster Game Sprites Pack. This literally just went live, so we might have a few broken images here. The Character Sprites Pack Bundle. The AER Game GUI Pack 2. Again, AFR. Same company, so you should get a pretty consistent style. And then we get stars. And we go to the final tier. Of course, final tier, you get all of this stuff. Plus, you're getting and this is probably the tier most people are going to be interested in because some of the most interesting stuff is here, such as a tile set pack. You get the 10-in-1 tile set pack, the Crystals Pack, the 10 Game Backgrounds Pack, the 10 Games Background Pack 3 and 4, I guess that was, the Game User Interface Buttons Pack. So if you need backings for a number of different buttons for your game, they are available here. I don't know if these are in 9 slice format. No, it doesn't look like it, so you're gonna have to cut them yourself. But again, you're getting the raw versions, the AI Adobe Illustrator files there, so you can make edits and change them however you wish. The 2D Platformer Tiling Textures Pack, the Coins Pack, the Metals Pack, the Bars Pack, the Game GUI #1 Pack. Then we got Seagull 2D Character Bundle, the Mega Sci-Fi Scene Creation Pack, Transparent GUI Assets, Custom Soldier Game Sprites, and then the Stone Cartoon GUI Pack. Now, normally I buy these and let you know what you're getting out of it. In this case, I actually got a product key, so thank you to Fanatical for that. So I am not actually having to spend any money. But if you buy this one, you can go into your downloads at any time. By the way, you can download things as many times as you want from Fanatical. And here you're going to see we have all the different packs are organized by the tiers that you got them in for each one that you're interested in. So let's go ahead and grab, let's do this one, the tiled background. So it's an 88 megabyte zip, and as you're going to see, the download it's pretty reasonable. So I'm pulling in at 15 megabytes per second for download. So that one is now here, and let's grab this guy right here. Actually, you know what? I want to make sure I grab one of the ones that has, so we'll do this one. This one is going to be a little bit uninteresting because it's just backgrounds, but it should also show you that things are in SVG format. So go ahead and open that zip file up. So here we go. We'll extract that one out. And okay, why did you move on me? Okay, so gave them user interface, it's done. Tiling background. All right, so we're going to open up those two here. Let's go look at the buttons one first. Probably the most straightforward. You're going to see here you've got ping, so the game ready in raster format. You can literally just start dropping these into your games. But probably more interesting is you get these Adobe Illustrator or EPS files. I don't actually have Adobe Illustrator. I use Affinity. Unfortunately, it's trying to open this in Infinity Photo. And what I actually wanted to do is open with Affinity Designer, which, by the way, I highly recommend. But AI files, or not sure about AI files, but EPS, I believe you could open up in Inkscape. I don't know if AI files can be opened in Inkscape or not. You would think so, but I don't want to be quoted on that one. All right, so here we go. Open them up, and there you see you have them all available here. They're all broken down into various different layers. So you got this guy here with its outline, everything else available. So if you want to go ahead and come in and edit this guy, you can do so. So if you want to have different size buttons, you can make different size buttons. It seems to be locked in this case. So let's... All right, so I'm messing this guy up, and that guy should do it. Let's move that guy around. So here you can see you can actually come in and edit these files however you want to do. So that's the nice thing about vector graphics based stuff, is you can modify and tweak them. At the same time, you can also go ahead and change colors. So if you need to make, so I'm working on the wood grain there, all the various different curves that go together into that group. So you have a ton of flexibility and editing ability when it comes to SVG style graphics. And for those people that don't need to come in and edit this kind of stuff, again, there is the raster version available in PNG format, in this pack at least. So you could literally just drop them in your game and get them good to go. So that's nice. It's nice to have the raw version. So if you like the art style, you can actually create derived works and keep with a consistent art style. Now let's go take a look at the other example. So here we are. Let's go back to downloads. So the tiling textures bundle, you see here it's broken down. So here I think it's just a demonstration of, oh, it's a background image for use in your game. And here we've got things like ice tiles. Nice here is, here they are in sliced versions, so you can definitely use them in your engine of choice. Raw quality textures, downsampled versions of them. So we got the same thing for lava. So again, you want to use them in something like a tiled editor, like in the Godot engine or Unity or something like tiled. They are ready to go. So that is the other example we've got in action here. And we've got a number of different rocks, again, sliced up, ready to go in your game. So if you're creating a map, we got a number of different options available to you right there. And let's head on back over here. We'll take a look at one more pack. Let's see one of the characters, for example. Let's do the cartoon soldiers. This one's 114 megabytes, so you can see what the download time's like. So we're looking 6 seconds, 5 seconds. So, you know, if you've got decently fast internet, you can almost grab your stuff on demand from them, which is definitely nice. And let's just go ahead. We'll extract that guy out. And here we go. It actually takes longer to extract the zip for me than it does to download it. So kudos on their server speeds in that regard. So here you can see this particular one. It's a character pack. Again, you've got PNG ready to go. So got a number of different characters here, a number of different angles and perspectives on, you know, so we got idle animations, jumping animations, and so on. So that's pretty nice, ready to go. But where this pack gets really quite nice, we also have some additions here, like bullets, explosions to go with the character. And then if we go on back over here, you're going to see we have Spriter, which is a 2D animation system. You've actually got project files for Spriter. You can open these up in Spriter and then do IK-based animations on them. So you've got a project that is ready to go, and your character is cut up into pieces. That's kind of how Spriter works. And a Spriter load file. So if you want to go and animate these things in Spriter, you could do so. And then even cooler, we also have vector graphics versions available here. So let's do the AI version once again. I got to change this association sometime. I don't know why it insists. I think I installed Designer first and then Affinity Photo second. So it always tries to open up the vector graphic stuff in the wrong program. But let's head on over here. We will load all pages. And here you see the raw vector graphics for everything that was used there. So again, you kind of mix and match out. So, you know, here's the head, and then here is the pieces that go together. You could bring in a gun, you can bring in arms and legs and so on, and you can actually come in and do a full edit on it. So see, so example, we've got, let's grab this gas mask here. So you see that gas mask is made out of all of these various different shapes. And there should be a parent somewhere. Okay, are they all flat? So what I could do is, let's just zoom in here, take a look. If you want to make changes to the style, so let's try and select there. Okay, no, I want to select that. So we could change individual aspects out. Again, we could take that guy, we can move it down in the stack, move it up in the stack. So let's move it down so it's behind. So there you go. You can quickly make editing changes to these things. So if you want to have different versions of it, or if, like, for example, I could grab this guy and we could do different colorations of things. And that's really where the nice things about these being vector graphics based is if you like the art style but you want to derive from it, even if you don't have a lot of artistic ability, you can easily tweak things to your heart's content. So let's say this guy, let's go down here, we'll grab his hair for example, and we can start changing his hair. There you go. So if you'd rather have him having a completely different hair color, you can do so, and you don't necessarily need to have the greatest and latest in artistic ability. And you should be able to do this for free with Inkscape, at least with the EPS files. It might be AI files. I'm not 100% certain on that one, but I'm pretty sure it supports the EPS files for importing. So even with free tools such as Inkscape, you should be able to make edits to these things. And yeah, so that is the pack. It's actually quite nice in terms of like the fact that a lot of this is vector based and you are getting the source files so you can create your own derived version. And it's also really nice that it comes with the Spriter animation packs, making this a much more useful package. So anyways, that is it. In terms of the licensing here, it's under the standard Game Dev Marketplace license. Unless this has changed from the past, it's pretty straightforward. Basically, you have a license to use these assets. You can use them in commercial projects. You basically, the biggest thing you can't do is release them as assets. So for example, you couldn't publish these assets up to the Unity store and make money off it. Where the one big catch is you can't use these assets in, say, open source projects. You can't distribute them as assets. Now you might be able to use them in like a binary file that was included as part of an open source project, but you can't distribute the assets as assets. So it's one of those things to be aware of. You have to, use them in a derived work, such as creating a game. So that is one of the limitations here, but you can use them in commercial projects, royalty-free. You can use them in non-commercial projects, royalty-free. So pretty flexible in that regard. So it's a pretty nice pack. And again, I never know when bundles on Fanatical are going to end because they tend to run for quite a while and they do not have a built-in expiration time. But this is a pretty solid deal. You get almost $400 worth of assets for 15 bucks. And again, you're getting the raw editable forms. Should make them a lot more useful as long as you like the art style and aesthetic that we're going with here. And the nice thing here too is you got a lot of GUI or UI based stuff or just general icon stuff. So again, if you're just prototyping your game and you just need some assets to work with, this could be a good pack to pick up. Fanatical is a trusted company. They're owned by who is it? Focus Multimedia. They publish a number of magazines in the UK actually, and own a number of other companies as well. But they're definitely trustworthy. I've dealt with them for a number of years now. By the way, if you do buy this, I do make a small commission off it, and thank you very much for doing so. Also, while you're here, it may be worthwhile checking out in terms of bundles. They have a few things that are interesting to game developers. Specifically, this one. Is a collection of audio or game sound stuff. We have some book bundles here. Unfortunately, it's packed press. We have some training materials for games here from Zenva, so a number of different courses available there. And then finally, there is another music bundle in here somewhere. At least there was. Did it end? Again, that's one of the... Oh, they got some Blender books as well, by the way. I might just be looking right at it. Unity programming here as well. Oh, here we go. So there's a game music and sound bundle going on there as well. So if you're interested, check those bundles out as well while you were there. But of course, the big new one here that we were talking about today is the Mighty 2D Game Dev Assets Bundle. Pretty straightforward. 15 bucks, 31 assets. Again, you're getting the raw sources and pretty much all of them. Makes it quite a bit more useful. Let me know what you think of this bundle, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.